Hi there, I'm Charlie and welcome to day 23 of Vlogmas. Today I'm going to be sharing with you some of my childhood Christmas traditions. Now, like all families, I'm sure, my family had its own set of traditions of things we would do every year at Christmas time, and I thought I would share a couple with you today. One of my favorite Christmas traditions growing up was the use of a Christmas stocking. And while many families, I'm sure, use Christmas stockings, the way my family did it was a little different to everybody else I knew. Growing up, we all had matching handmade Christmas stockings. They were really long and they were made of a white netting material, kind of like a fishing line, but soft. And they had red trim around all the edges and our names in red along the front. My favorite thing about these stockings was that you could see the gifts inside them when they were full, and that was really exciting. The way we handled Christmas stockings in our house was that on Christmas Eve, we would all lay our stockings out on the dining table before we went to bed so they could be easily found by Father Christmas and the reindeers. During the night, they would be filled and then left in our bedrooms, either at the end of our bed or hanging off the bedroom doorknob. When you woke up in the morning, you could go through your stocking as soon as you liked. And because it was clear, and this was the one area where gifts weren't wrapped, you could see what you got. There were a few things that everybody got in their stockings every year. For example, a jar of chocolate-covered peanuts, or an alternative if you couldn't eat nuts. And often practical things like deodorant, socks, lip balm, things like that. Every Christmas morning, I would get up, get really excited, look through my stocking, unpack it, play with everything, and then perfectly repack it so that I could unpack it with each of my siblings as they got up. I know that having a Christmas stocking is a fairly common Christmas tradition, but I really liked the way we did it in my family growing up. It also made the wait to open Christmas presents after lunch a lot more bearable. Our second Christmas tradition was something that I only ever heard of happening in our house growing up, so I really wanted to share it. I grew up religious, and on Christmas Eve, we would often go to midnight mass. When we got home from midnight mass, it was very late or very early, depending on your point of view, and we were all really tired. But before we went to bed, we had a little celebration because whenever we would leave on Christmas Eve and go to midnight mass, when we came home, our house would have been visited by Santa's elves. Now, as I'm sure you're aware, elves have a very busy year preparing presents and other jobs for Father Christmas at the North Pole. However, on Christmas Eve, their job is done, and sometimes they like to make special appearances to families and give them a nice, happy Christmas Eve before all their presents get delivered the next morning. In my family, we would come home, the dining table would be set up and decorated with a beautiful Christmas table runner, some tea lights in Christmas tree holders, and on the table, in front of each seat, was a small figurine which had our names written on the base of it. Not only was this showing us where to sit, but by our figurine would be a small collection of chocolates and maybe even a special drink like juice. We would come home from mass, sit around the table, eat our treats from the elves, gather together our Christmas stockings, and make our way to bed happy, full, excited, and with just a little bit more magic. I'm sure there are 1,000,001 more Christmas stories I could share, but those are two that I really love and I think about often. Let me know in the comments below what some of your family Christmas traditions are and whether you still do them today. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you liked it. If you did, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on any more Vlogmas coming this month. Hope you're having an amazing day and I can't wait to see you all soon. Bye.